Time to hear from our Colgate players, Jordan Burns and Will Raymond, and we have Coach Langle with us, and he will make a statement after we have questions for the players. Again, please specify which player you would like to answer your question, and let's try and keep things moving a little bit more quickly. If you have a question, make sure and look for our microphone holders as quickly as possible. While the previous question is being asked, please try and track yourself down a microphone so that we can move a little bit more quickly. Do we have questions for our players?
Yeah, for Jordan, what was it like to have the kind of game that you had on this kind of stage?
It feels great. You know, we came into this game knowing how good we were as a team, and you know, to be able to go out there and show people, you know, how good we really are was great.
Will, what was the difference in the second half when you started to make a little bit of a run, came from a deficit, got back in front? What was the things that were working for Colgate at that point?
It was pretty much just sticking to the game plan and just forcing them to take tough shots and getting rebounds. In the first half, we let up way too many offensive rebounds, and that kind of messed us up in the first half. And then the second half, we were getting those rebounds that we were missing in the first half, and we were making shots. We were swinging the ball. We were playing team basketball like we have for the past, I don't know, 11 games we've been winning. And, yeah, so.
I want to hear from both Will and Jordan on this. This is a big place. Nationwide Arena is huge. It's not Hamilton, but the maroon you could visibly see, you could hear everybody. Were you so aware that you had so much support in the stands, and of course watching at home, but right here in Ohio?
Yeah, definitely. We knew we had so much support. You know, we have the best fans in the country. That's what we think. You know, we pack out Cotterell Court as much as we can, and you know, we love these guys. All the people that come out and watch us play, we definitely felt it tonight. Yeah,
I mean, it's great to see all those people coming out. I only really knew that the football team was going to be there, so to see that whole section full was unbelievable. And yeah, I mean, we're a small school, but we have a lot of people that really care about the school, so it just shows. So.
And Jordan, I just talked to your dad in the concourse. Everyone's kind of looking toward next year already, maybe a second back-to-back NCAA tournament appearance like the 90s. Your thoughts on that?
Honestly, you know, we're just going to get back to work after today. You know, we're just going to get back in the gym, work hard for next season, and, you know, we'll discuss goals and things at the end of the year.
Mark Herman from News 8 for Jordan and for Will. It looked like you guys were just enjoying it so much. Can you just talk about it? Can you just explain the sheer joy factor of what that was like being out there today?
Yeah, of course. You know, our coach uses the term, you know, playing with house money, and he was saying just go out there and have fun. You know, we have nothing to lose, so it was great, you know, going out there with this big crowd and being able to stay in the game and, you know, almost winning the game. You know, it was amazing. We felt like coming into this game it was going to be, you know, a close one, even though most people in the country didn't. So, you know, we expected this, so that's why we were really excited. And unfortunately we were unable to pull it off, but, you know, we had a great showing.
Yeah, I mean, just personally, like I love playing basketball, so I'm always happy when I'm playing, and I know we all do. That's why we do. That's why I do this every day. That's why we play at this level. So I mean, just like to be out there on the national stage, it's just this is it. Like this is what you dream about as a kid. This is what you watch on TV. Like this is the best stage to do it, and you know we were just all having a really good time out there. So.
Stephen Bailey from the Post-Standard in Syracuse. Question for Jordan. It seemed like early in the game they were like talking to you while you were driving and moving around. What were they saying, and what was it like to see as the game went on? Maybe
the Tennessee players.
Yeah.
You know, I mean that happens with a lot of schools. You know, it's just, you know, talking, getting to the game and things. You know, we're competitors out there, so guys on the other side, you know, you want to try to get in each other's head, and you know, it was fun. You know, it was all fun and games. You know, it's during the game, just during the flow. So.
Anything that drove you or just standard stuff?
Just standing, you know, nothing really drives me besides my team. You know, they keep me confident regardless of what anybody else says. So.
Rob McCurdy, USA Today Network, Ohio. Jordan, you've grown up watching this thing and the one shiny moment and the montage and all that, and obviously you're probably going to be a part of that. Just what did you feel like you were going to have something special today? I mean, or did you wake out of bed and think this is going to be it?
You know, I felt like today was going to be a special day, definitely with my dad being able to see me play for the first time in a while. So, you know, it was great having him here, having all my family here. So I definitely felt like today was a special day. And you know, it was obviously.
And Jordan, just elaborate on the moment you had with your dad after the game. You climbed over the press row area there to enjoy a moment with your dad. Just tell us what was that like?
Yeah. So I haven't seen my dad in a couple months. Obviously, my parents, my mom and my brothers came up last week for the championship game, but he wasn't able to make it because of work. So just being able to see his face and be able to give him a hug and tell him I love him was amazing.
For both players, you were without one of your best players with some kind of eye issue. What kind of effect did that have on you guys?
I mean, honestly, it didn't have much of an effect. Everyone on our team is good enough to step up at any given time. We work for these moments for guys being out and things like that. So we were ready. If he wasn't able to play, another guy's going to step up, and that's what happened tonight.
Will, your thoughts on that?
Oh, yeah, I mean, exactly what he said. Yeah.
Is that it for our players? Congratulations. It was a tremendous show. And you have so much to be proud of with your championship in the conference and then a very good showing here today. So thanks again for being with us. Coach Langle, would you like to make an opening statement and then take some questions?
Yeah, sure. Obviously a fantastic NCAA basketball game. I thought the venue was terrific. The hospitality has been unbelievable. I thought the fans and the energy in the building was everything you dreamed it could be. Specific to the game, kind of went as planned, other than obviously your heart breaks for a guy like Rappelis who, just came down with a bout of pink eye. He battled it a couple weeks ago. We thought it was gone, and he woke up this morning, and it just wasn't happening. So, you have a mix of emotions. You're proud of your team and happy that we fought so hard to make it such an exciting game, but you're disappointed in the result, and your heart breaks for Rappelis, who, without him we wouldn't have been able to get there. I think it speaks to the character and the makeup of the team that I get to coach. That's who they are. Jordan Burns missed 5 games with pretty significant ankle injury, and the guys just kind of kept moving forward, and they've kept getting better over the course of the season. And as a coach, you want nothing more than that. I got to give Tennessee credit. They had all the pressure. Jordan joked that I said we're playing with house money, but we dealt with that pressure going into the end of the regular season and in our conference tournament. We had one chance to get here, and so as the game got tight and close, I thought Tennessee managed it really well. Obviously, Schofield stepped up and made a couple huge corner jump shots. It ends up being the difference of the game. Turned it over a couple more times than we would have liked and gave up a couple more offensive rebounds than we would have liked. But, for the most part, I think we got to show who we are and what we can do, and made some good plays to get some open shots and stepped up and knocked them down.
Coach, down 16 in the first half, and then without the services of Ivanauskas in the second half, to be able to battle back and take the lead in the second half and then battle all the way down the stretch. Does anything surprise you about this team?
No, Eric, you've been with us every step of the way, and I think you've seen the myriad of ways that this group has found a way to battle and compete. And, it's been different guys in different moments, and they do it together, and they believe in one another. Again, I've never coached a team that gives each other more high fives than this group. Like, we could be doing any shooting drill or, being down 15 or, up 2 or whatever. They're constantly there for one another. So, nothing surprises me. Obviously, I'm immensely proud of their effort. And, I think part of, Rap couldn't see great, and we stuck with him because he's a huge part of what our team, but part of getting down was him being out there. He couldn't catch the ball clean. He couldn't see great. So in some ways, the group rallied behind him and for one another.
Stephen Bailey with the Syracuse Post-Standard. For the first 36 minutes, they took open threes and for the most part didn't make them. Then Bone hit one and Schofield hit 3. How much of the kind of result is just them bucking that trend?
Yeah, I think a lot of it. I mean, the game plan wasn't just let them shoot threes, but obviously they dominate in the paint in the SEC, and they're number 1 in the country for a stint this season because of their ability to do what they do. So, we knew if we just kind of played them, didn't pack it in a little bit and change defenses and help and show them a crowd and, give up hopefully some late contested 3-point shots that, our chances weren't great. So that was part of the game plan, was to hope that they would miss enough for it to be close enough for us to steal. And, I give those guys credit. I mean, Bone is, he's a really talented guy, but he also runs his team. And I think that, he and Turner to combine 9 assists, just 2 turnovers ends up being a huge part of the game. And, Schofield stepped up and made those shots, and Bone hit a huge one too.
Yeah, 2 questions. Was there a time during the game when you thought we really could pull this off? And secondly, with Ivanauskas' injury or the eye issue, what did you do to try to, was there anything you could do about it? Just pink eye and you just have to hope that his vision clear somehow?
Yeah, I mean, our medical staff, again, they didn't think anybody thought it was going to be an issue. He had his glasses on all through the morning and went to put his contacts in, and he was just really struggling. He's struggling to get his contacts in to see. And I mean, I think they tried a variety of different things, medications and ice and, cleaning the lenses and all those things. And, just in the second half, he tried to warm up at halftime, and he just said he couldn't go. I think the other question you asked was did I ever think we were going to get yeah, the whole time. I mean, as a coach, that's what you think. That's, our staff worked like crazy since Sunday to try and prepare a plan that our guys could execute to win the game. And so when you're down double figures, you're searching for things to do. And without Rapp out there, we had to make some changes on the fly, but it also gave us some advantages because they had with forwards and centers on our guards, and so it allowed us to drive a little bit more and create some passing lanes and some ball screen switching opportunities that, to be honest, we don't usually use. And our guys stepped up and played great. They played their hearts out, and they made some shots. And again, you're just trying to continue to hang in there, and hope that you can, get enough stops and make enough shots down the stretch to steal a game like that.
We'll take 2 more questions for Coach. Go ahead.
Coach, 8 years now at Colgate. You've taken these incremental steps. Conference championship last year. You win the conference championship. You get here this year. Is it can you call it a program now and a new culture in Hamilton and at Colgate based on what has been going on? And are you ready to make that next step now in another year?
Yeah, I mean, our goal every step of the way, and I've been fortunate to have a staff that's been with me most of that whole time, and we've got another assistant coach who played for us, so he's been with us most of the time, is we're just trying to constantly get better. And so, that goes to every aspect of what we do, whether it's, helping our players get better, our recruiting efforts, whatever it may be. I'm really proud of how Colgate and Hamilton rallied around us. They're 2 really small communities. I mean, you're talking a couple thousand people. And for them to show up here in Columbus like they were able to, it means a lot to me personally. That, I do feel good about the program we've built. And I told the seniors in our locker room as they were, exiting, that they don't get to put the uniform on anymore, but they should be really proud, and hopefully will be for some time, of the program that they've helped build. And I hope, one of my goals when I got here was that Colgate basketball would become generational, that, guys who wore the uniform in the 70s and 80s and 90s would want to know these guys, and these guys, as they move forward, would want to come back and follow the team and be a part of our program, because to me, that's what makes it special.
Last question.
Seemed like, I don't know if bittersweet's the right word, but the moment for Jordan afterward, he fights through the end of the game, makes those 2 threes, and then kind of immediately goes, and his family is there. Like, what was your kind of perspective on that moment, and did you have a chance to kind of say anything to him?
No, I didn't get to. I mean, obviously, you've been around our team for a few days here, Stephen. And I mean, Jordan's a talented individual, and he's driven in a lot of ways. And one of those things that drives him is his love for his family and their love for him. And I feel really good that I get to coach not just Jordan, but a lot of guys who come from those backgrounds, who, their families give them to us to be, their Colgate basketball family for a little bit. And as important as that is to our guys on our team, their families are always number one. And, I think that's the way life should be. Not everybody gets to have that opportunity. And, it's special in Jordan. It's a big part of who he is, but the same goes for just about everybody else on our team. And so I feel very fortunate to coach guys like that who have those relationships and care so deeply about their loved ones.
Congratulations on a tremendous season, and good luck going forward. Thanks, Fair.